Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Welcome to our first installment of backpack baking. We are going to be making trail mix muffins in our kitchen, and we're going to be taking the batter using our backpacking oven on a hike, baking them outside in the woods, and then we are going to be filming all of it for you to check out. Now, you don't have to have the oven, which we show you in a previous video, so check that out. You can also bake this in your regular kitchen oven. It works just the same, but we want to add some hiking to this video, so we're going to head out after we're done making the muffins and cook them outdoors. So let's get started and explain to you what you're going to need for the trail mix muffins. So to make the trail mix muffins, you're going to need half a cup of brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of mashed very ripe bananas, 1/4 cup of white sugar, granulated, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and you're going to need 2 cups of trail mix. If you don't have trail mix, you can make your own. In mine, I just have almonds, chocolate-covered candies, peanuts, cashews, raisins, chocolate chips, any sort of that to equal 2 cups. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 eggs, half a cup of milk, and half a cup of butter, which is going to be melted. So we're going to put together our dry ingredients first. So the first thing we're going to do is put in our flours, the whole wheat and the all-purpose. And you can just give that a stir. And we're going to add the baking soda and the salt. And keep stirring that. And then we're going to add both of our sugars, our white and our brown. And we're just going to mix this up. And we're going to add the entire 2 cups of trail mix next. So you can just work the brown sugar in there. And our 2 cups of trail mix. Once you've combined all of these dry ingredients, what you want to do in the center is just create a little well, which is just basically a little hole. Because when we get the wet ingredients together, we're going to pour it into that hole. So once you've got that like that, you just want to set it off to the side, and we're going to start mixing our wet ingredients. So I've melted my butter, so you want to make sure your half a cup of butter is melted. And I'm going to add my eggs first, and I'm just going to give them a little bit of a stir. Then I'm going to add my milk. And next my bananas. And then, after I've got that stirred up a little bit, I'm going to add my melted butter. There we go. So we're going to go back to our dry ingredients next. So you want to grab that. So we're going to take our wet ingredients and we're going to pour them into the well in the middle of the dry. And then when you're making muffins, you want to use as few few strokes as you can, just because you don't want it to be too rubbery. So I'm just taking it right from the bottom and kind of folding it over to the top. So I'm going to mix this all up, get it all so you can't see any more of that flour and the rest of the dry ingredients. And then I'm going to show you how to get it ready for baking with the backpack oven. So once you've got your muffin mix combined, if you are staying home in the nice warm house, you can use just a regular muffin tin. to put your muffin mix into. And I would bake these at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. You're going to want to watch them at about 20-minute mark. But I am going to be taking them backpacking. So I'm not going to be wanting to use like a big cumbersome bowl like this. I want it to be small and compact so I can put it into this Ziploc bag. So all I do to do that is I've made a nice wide base there in the Ziploc, and I'm just going to slowly pour it in. So we are going to be heading out to some place that I like to call the Bat Cave, because we've seen bats there, of course. And we are going to pack up our stove. We're going to pack up this muffin mix, and our stove and our oven. We need both of those. And then once we get to our hiking location, I will be there to show you our trail and how we're going to bake these in our backpacking oven. So I'll see you as soon as we get there. So we have arrived at the trailhead, and for those of you new to our channel, we are in the southeast Kootenays in BC, Canada, and it's near a lake called Horseshoe Lake. It's about a half-an-hour drive from our house, and the trailhead is for the Sunken Creek Trail, which heads off over in that direction. And where we're going is a bat cave, that I like to call it. It's not actually a bat cave, it is an old mining shaft, and it's basically directly behind us up the mountain, and you kind of like head off that way and up towards a couple of switchbacks in that general direction to end up right behind us. So we've got our batter and we've got the oven, and we are ready to get going up the hike, and we'll stop a couple times to show you just a little bit of the hiking part, and then we'll be at the top of the mining shaft and we'll get the oven out and start baking the good muffins. So let's get going. So I'm at the top and we're in the bat cave. There doesn't seem to be very many bats today. I've never gotten this far in without seeing any. They tend to be really small in here. I brought a weapon in case I needed it, but there just seems to be bugs. So it's pretty cool. It's an old mine shaft, like I was saying, from down at the bottom. It's big enough you could stand up, but like I also said, there's bugs at the top, and they seem to like my headlamp right now. It goes about 8 more meters back into that way, and then there's a dead end there. It's blocked off. But it's pretty neat to see something historical like this. So we're going to head back out, and we're going to get baking with our oven. So I am done my exploring with my bat weapon, and I'm heading back out. So I have my silicone muffin tray here. We've cut off 2 of the holes, and just to have a size that will fit inside the oven. Now you're going to follow the same temperature as you would in your oven at home, and the oven is preheated to 350, and I'm just brought up a chunk of butter and I'm just rubbing it on the inside just to coat it just like I would at home. Helps the muffin batter to not stick. Just rubbing it on the inside here, and I've got my batter here with me, and it is in my Ziploc bag. Now you could either cut off the end. I'm going to just open up a really small hole here. I'm going to turn it upside down, and I'm just going to work it into the muffin container. Okay, what I'm going to do next is, the oven is quite warm, so I put on one glove and I just have a little silicone glove when I touch here. Now the tray is really tricky. The muffin silicone part will wobble around, so I've got it on the tray here. So I'm going to just open it up. It's already got a tray in there, and I'm just going to slide it in here. close it, and I'm gonna let it cook for 25 minutes. So the muffins smell absolutely delicious. Let's get them out. See what they look like with backpack baking. And there you can see the hearty goodness, perfect after a hike. So these are our trail mix muffins cooked in the backpacking oven. This is like the awesomest thing for backpacking. So I hope you enjoyed the recipe and the visit to the Bat Cave. I can't wait to dig into one of these, but I'm going to wait till they're a little bit cooler. So remember to subscribe to our channel. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. And thanks everybody, and see you again next time.